Oh, it was. Ah, there we go. Yes. Good morning, V.
Good morning.
Now, have any of you ever wondered what a saint does early in the morning before coming on television? He rocks around on the floor with his dog because it's his birthday. Now, what's that all about, V?
Yeah, the dog is now 2 years old, so yeah, some kind of celebration with the presents.
And what sort of dog is he?
Is like a hunting dog, I would say, kind of a cross between a German Shepherd and an Italian hunting dog.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I have to say that a man and his dog is, it's a truism throughout history. So, right now, I have to tell you people that V is a very innovative guy. Not only is he handling IT and advice and repairs and so on and so forth in a very different way to most of the people that are in the business, but he also goes around visiting various things. And this last week, I know I was sitting quietly on the terrace with a glass of wine in my hand, and I suddenly heard, "Hello, Keith!" And there he was. And it turned out that while I was asleep, that they'd actually manufactured a fate all around me. So what was that about, V?
I'm trying to recollect that. Were you talking about the Garden Fate?
Yes.
Ah, yes. So that was a great opportunity for people to come out of their apartments, flats, homes at Clevedown. So it was a celebration in the gardens on the balcony kind of area with tables and chairs and also parasol, which helped protect the little shower that poured down.
When it poured, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It was a very pleasant interlude. Um, it was very nice, but I was there really just to take in the sun and get the surroundings exciting me. But you were there partly to enjoy that, but also to offer your services. So, what did you actually do?
So what I did was just give people an opportunity to ask questions and see me and hear me, because I think what happens is people don't know until they know. So I've got to be out there. I've got to be where people are. And what better way to do that than having a garden fete and get people together, and then they can find out what I've been doing and how I've been helping people. And the locals, actually, there was a few locals that came along, and they now are aware of how I can help them when they're in times of need, when they're struggling with using apps or being online, and then they know there's someone that's coming, and they know that there's the brunch happening as well. So it gave me a chance to meet people before the brunch, let them know, kind of a publicity, kind of a advertising uh, opportunity, so people are feel confident, because obviously familiarity creates that comfortableness. Like, I'm not someone just turning up once a year or something. I'm coming regularly. I'm trusted. I'm local, and
Yeah,
people feel comfortable.
yeah. And you do a number of things. I mean, the fete was a one-off, but you actually hold a brunch here once a month. You said to me, "Aha! I'm off to Eastbourne on whatever day it was
This Friday, yeah.
this Friday. So what are you doing in Eastbourne this Friday?"
Same thing. Doing the brunch this Wednesday at Clevedown, then doing another one there on Friday. It seems like these events is the best way to break the ice.
Yeah.
The ice is broken with not necessarily with cocktails, but with sandwiches. And the common theme is cheese and bread. And some people said salmon, and some people said egg, egg mayo. So these are the ingredients some people have said they would like in their sourdough bread sandwich.
Right. Yes. Your smoked salmon biscuits or whatever are going down very well, are they not?
Well, I think I've got to find out what people like, and just the old, not the old, but it's the saying that is, wherever there's demand, you supply, and that's whatever people want, you give them what they want.
Now you also do Bishopstone Station.
Yes, so I've been advertising that when I was at the Garden Fair last week. So I rent out the station, which is easy access. People jump on the train from Lewis or Seaford or on the way to Seaford, just one stop before. It's an unmanned station. There's a bit of history around Bishopstone. In fact, Bishopstone Station was built. It's a very big station, and big areas and waiting platforms. But they've now been refurbished. So if people type in "Friends of Bishopstone Station," they'll find out when there's an open day. In fact, there's one coming up this Monday, the 31st, the bank holiday Monday, where people can come in the morning from 10 to 12 and access all the areas and see how it was built in the early 1900s and how it looks now. It's really amazing how what stuff was there. Do you remember that there's like a kind of a typewriter? I've forgotten the name of it, and it's got numbers, and you press the numbers. It's kind of an old original calculator. Do you remember the name of that device? Typographer or something like that?
No, I mean they were just typewriters for me.
Oh no, yeah, there was this one which is like it's got numbers on it. It's for adding up.
A calculator.
Yeah, but there was this. It's like a big one, with kind of like a typewriter, but just had numbers. I think it's called Typographer or something like that, and they've got that there, and they've got various stuff that they were using before computers.
Absolutely. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I think that some people go back to the abacus.
Yeah, I think they use these kind of calculators, original calculators, to add up figures for like sales in the station, and that's what they use this kind of original calculator for. So there's access all areas. There's the waiting room, the toilets, the area. I mean, that doesn't sound very glamorous, but the original doors and the flooring, the marble, and the decoration is amazing. Yeah, at Bishopstone Station, you can just come off the platform, climb up the stairs to the other side, where I hire out on every Monday, 2 to 3. People come in, drop in. Started getting a lot of now people coming on a Monday. They rather come to me, so that's where I pay. It's quite reasonable. If anyone wanted to rent out Bishopstone Station, it's only £16 an hour, and you've got tea and coffee facilities there, and it's really nice. Lots of tables in a really peaceful area. It's away from the main road, so
yeah,
no road noise.
I remember in Northern Ireland, the line from Belfast to Bangor. That's on the north coast of County Down. There was a little station, and it used to be the staging station for the local lord. He would drive down there in his carriage, go into the station, and wait for the train. But the very wealthy didn't just sit there and wait. They turned it into a living room and so on and so forth. And some enterprising chap got hold of it, looked at it, and thought, I could have a nice little restaurant here. And that's what he did. He turned it into a 4-table restaurant. And it was, in its day, it was very popular. So amazing what can be done with disused railway stations. Anyway.
Absolutely.
I like people to know exactly what you're doing because it is so unique, and you are a driving force.
I mean, at the moment, I can do that. I think in the early stages of any business, you can be innovative and creative, but then there comes a time when you have to look at what's working, what's needed, and what's profitable for any business.
Yeah,
At the moment,
or
I've got
you don't abandon the things that are working. You have to get assistance, and you know that
yeah,
when you start to grow, these things are inevitable.
yeah.
Although, although in your business, I've been watching two things quite interesting. AI, first of all, and very timidly I started to use it, and then I'm a bit more bold now, and I go on to things like Gemini and so on, and simply tip in, please design me a rocket to get me to Mars. And he comes back and says, do you want a two-stage rocket or do you want to directly? I wouldn't have asked that at all a couple of months or so ago. I'd thought, oh, really. But the thing that amuses me most is at the end, they say, as you and I would chat, you know, goodbye, Keith. It was a pleasure to have you with me this morning. And you really think that you're talking to somebody who's alive and and so on, and it quite makes your morning, even though it's only a robotic thing. But robotics, the other thing is, I was watching with some interest what's been going on in China this last week, with them holding essentially a robotic Olympics, where the robots have been racing and jumping and doing all the things that you would do at Olympic Games. And then they've shown that they're also playing football, playing cricket, all sorts of things. So robotics are taking a leap and bound forward. Have you got any idea where that's going to end?
Well, if that film Terminator is anything to go by, it's that's kind of like post-apocalyptic world where they're running the show at some point in the future. But I don't think that will actually happen. That's just a film industry, and it's nice to know that these robots can play these games, but it would be better if they were put into use in some good use, like picking up rubbish or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Okay. Well, we've taken almost 15 minutes, letting people know your experiences because they are very interested in that, very interested in what you do, um, and that's why you attract relatively so many people to your various events. Uh, but you have come across all sorts of things that are bothering people, and you like to make suggestions. So it's your show. Over to you.
Sure. So one of the things that we are getting busier and busier in our lives, and what we people used to do is have a little calendar, see if I've got one here, but having a calendar is great. And so one thing that I find that keeping it super simple, because otherwise we get overloaded, is tracking our time. And people have got watches, people have got phones, and got alarms for reminding themselves of where to be or when to leave. I like to keep it simple, so I just wanted to show something that this is a clock that I had at the Fate last week, and it was interesting how people were really drawn to it and its simplicity and its old school design. It's just it's just the time, and nowadays not many people have clocks. They just use their phone, so people are completely oblivious to the time. But when you've got a clock, a visual thing like a clock in front of you, like I've usually got this on my desk, so I can see it. It's right in front of me. I don't have to. It helps being on time. It helps uh, staying focused as well. And staying in the present moment. There's so many distractions, but having a beautiful clock and watching the sometimes just looking at the seconds hand moving, and original clocks, they would move very slowly, and this is similar. It's moving like kind of smoothly, but at the same time, kind of mechanically, instead of some second-hand move, quite jerkily. And why am I talking about that? It's time management. People now are so focused on being on time and scheduling. And I just would like to share with people that, yeah, example, like using, let's say, Google Calendar, or your Outlook calendar. People put in their occasion for doing whatever they need to do. So let's say somebody wanted to do some plant, maybe even repot some plants, and then they would, I don't know how long it would take, but you could just slot in a certain amount of time, an hour or 2 hours, and that way you're just focused on that thing for that time. What I find with people who feel overwhelmed is that they're not creating these little pockets of time to do what they like or work. And I think it's really important that, and I found it for me and other people, to avoid that anxiety and stress. Just scheduling time. For example, I had someone call me this morning about 8:30. I think he said he spent about 20 hours trying to get into his computer. Just could not. He was typing the password to log into Windows. It just wasn't working. And instead of wasting hours, it's better to get someone who knows what they're doing to get it resolved. So he did the right thing to relieve himself from anxiety. He goes, "This is driving bonkers. I'm driving mad. Just please, can you come?" So after the show, I'm going to drive over to him in Peacehaven and just see what's going on. Why is it not logging in? And if it needs reset of the password for the computer, I'll do that. So yes, get in contact with the expert.
You struck a chord there with me, because I've been trying to organise my time, and eventually I've come to the conclusion that Google Calendar is the best. But once again, sometimes accessing the calendar is, something takes you off to another destination, or something gets in the way, and by the time you actually get back to it, it says so start again, which is very frustrating. And the other thing is, of course, is you go into Google and it asks for the password, and if you haven't got the right password, here we go again. Those are the two frustrations I find.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that frustration, and just like I get frustrated of certain things, but so instead of me having to do it, whatever it is, if I think of, okay, who do I know? Go from my phone book. Who do I speak to that might know someone or knows how to do this thing that I'm trying to do, that can relieve me from my anxiety for dealing with that thing that I need to do, that task. It doesn't have to be technology, it could be anything. We have so many things in our lives that cause us stress, and it's always good to reach out. And thank you. I've been delivered a cup of coffee. Now you see, this is an example of delegating or getting some help, asking for help. When you ask for help, you get it. Ask and you shall receive. Similarly, I find that people are really frustrated with things. It could be their printer not printing, or
the dog just do that.
Yeah, yeah. It would be a wonderful dog if the dog could do that. Oh no. This is a human. This is a real human making a cup of tea, not the dog. No, and no robot either. There's no robot. No robot involved.
Oh, you're a lucky man. You're a lucky man.
But that's an example, right? Do you see where I'm coming from with relieving anxiety and stress? Now here we are. I've got an alarm to remind me about coming on the show, but an example of needing a prompt. Oh yeah, that's why I was talking about relieving anxieties and stress. People tend to just forget that if they just open their mouth and ask someone, they'll be able to get that issue resolved.
Yes. You keep on with this theme because another question I would like to ask you.
Go ahead, ask the question.
Right. Okay. Now, where I find the most frustration is, for instance, the bank. They urge you to get the app and so on, and you follow certain things, and then wham, they come up with some technical issue that you look at it and you think, what the hell do I do now? Um, I think, actually, speaking to other people, that this is fairly widespread. That people do not like the complicated issues that the bank have got. They obviously have paid millions to get this system installed. I'm not going to abandon it overnight. But what can we do to get the banks to realize that we are looking for exactly what you said at the beginning, is simplicity, ease of use, because it doesn't seem to be getting through to them. And if I may slip in the fact that, for instance, Lloyds Bank last year made £6.5 billion profit. So they've got the money to look at this sort of thing. Uh, why aren't they? And can we do anything about it as individuals?
I mean, definitely you can give your feedback to the staff in the bank, or within the app. I believe there is a help section, or a suggestion section, or some kind of way you can communicate, like even a chat on the app, and you can feedback, because all that feedback does go somewhere to a team who looks at it and sees, but then they choose whether they want to make it simple or safe. What's the priority for the banks? The priority for the banks is security, so they just put in as much security as possible to avoid uh, fraud or theft because if it was too simple, if it was too easy, or should I say, if it wasn't as secure as it is, then somebody could just get hold of someone's phone and go into the banking app and just send money wherever they want. And that you don't really hear of that. And why? Because of the enhanced security, the way they've set up how to log in using fingerprint or facial recognition, as well as the numbers, the PIN numbers and passwords. It's all important. I'm sure that if it was really easy and simple, but then if somebody sent money from your bank using the app on your phone, because maybe, let's say, you misplaced your phone and then someone opened it and then they went into your banking app. If it was that easy for somebody to do that, I'm sure there'll be way more complaints and the banks will be in trouble. But yeah, if there's possibly some other modification that could potentially be done in the way, maybe the banks could teach and provide some training sessions, perhaps that might be easier to help people who didn't grow up with technology use the apps.
That's a very good suggestion, Lee, because actually most um, techie companies put something up on YouTube, don't they? You can tap into a video, and here is a young man or a young woman sort of saying, "Hey, let me show you how to do email today," and so on. So the banks could do that.
I wonder if they do. In fact, I would have thought they do. So I'm just gonna check on YouTube, see if there is an app which allows. So did you say Lloyd's? Did you say Lloyd's Bank? Is that the bank you
Lloyd's,
was?
yeah.
Yeah, here I can see that they have got a app. Oh, sorry, channel, Lloyd's Banking Group Official. They have various videos. Let's see if watch. They have. They're talking about AI. Wow, why are they talking about AI? Okay, let's see how AI will impact the future of finance. Well, this is what is blockchain. What is sustainability? Yeah, I can't see any videos on how to use the app. Let me just see if there is any. Yeah, I can't see any videos on how to use their banking apps.
No, it is. I mean, they're there. They're well hidden. Um, I, because I got into the habit of doing this, that's the first step I take, is to go to see this a video. Some of them are boring as old hell, but in watching them, at least it unlocks the use of various things.
Absolutely. No, I think you're spot on. I mean, they're talking about things is not even. I don't know how many people want to know about all of that. You know, it's not difficult to make a video. I do know that other people, maybe not Lloyd's Bank, but other people would have made videos on how to do tasks. And I would suggest anyone that doesn't know how to do something, just go on a video platform. There's Vimeo, there's YouTube, there's so many different platforms where you can watch a video. It could even be Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, and there'll be someone showing a little video clip how to do this or how to do that. And if that doesn't help, then of course just walk into the bank, or go to places where there is someone that knows about apps. For example, there's a lot of these mobile phone shops which sell parts, and just say, usually people want to speak to someone they trust and they know. So it could be a family member, it could be a neighbor, something like that.
Have you thought of putting up some videos on YouTube, V?
Well, this channel, this Murdo UK TV, is one I share out to people who are my customers or friends, or and get their feedback, and they really enjoy it. They find our conversations, what you talk about, Keith, and what I say, they really find entertaining.
That's good.
Yeah, in those are the two main ingredients.
Get a slot on the BBC, maybe like Morecambe and Wise.
I think we'll need a bit more. What's the right word when you?
Showbiz.
We need.
Yeah.
Well, I think we need more. I think if we had a kind of a more, what do you call it? People that could come on the show, and then we can have a conversation. So it's a different person each week that could join us.
Yeah.
And we can just have
a
three-way call.
You highlight is a problem of us being relatively small. Is I've got about 6 or 7 people like you who produce a very nice show, and I host it. But you have to invite people yourself, because if it falls down to me, I've suddenly got a list of 20 people to call and say, will you come on the show? And whereas about 20 years ago I could have managed that, now I find it a bit difficult. But yet please feel free to invite, because we can have up to 10 people on this channel. Right now we could have another 8 to 9 people. And they are very welcome if you feel that the debate or their income can be very positive to your client base.
Absolutely.
Feel free to do that. Yeah.
All right, I will. I'll speak to the audience, speak to the people that I speak to, and see who's interested.
Well, one that springs to mind is that you've established a very good relationship with the phone people, haven't you? The local phone people.
You mean the mobile phone shop?
Yeah.
Oh yes, in Lewes.
Yes. I mean,
yes.
He might be a very good man to join us for 5 or 10 minutes on this channel each Tuesday.
Yeah, and also I think what would be good is the kind of people that would watch this and also get some value out of it. Those people who could join, so they can ask questions, and live on air, I could answer them.
Yeah. As long as they've got a phone or a laptop, and what do you call it? The thing with the little three
Microphone.
dots that says sky. What do we call that?
Oh, the three. Do you mean the microphone, the camera?
No, no, no. The thing that links you with the rest of the world.
Oh, the Wi-Fi, internet.
Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
got it.
yeah. But I mean, actually, most people have got Wi-Fi now because it's built into a lot of computers, isn't it, and phones?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Phones, laptops. It's just PCs that generally might not have them. The older ones, but just with the small little USB dongle, you can plug it in and make a PC have that capability of Wi-Fi connectivity instead of using a cable.
I mean, those are both very good ideas, V. And if you've got time to tee that up, I'm very happy to host that. Um,
Brilliant. I'll do that.
and it would be very useful. I mean, the main aim, apart from entertaining a little, I'm glad that some of your clients say that they like seeing us do our old soft shoe act. But the main aim of this program is for you to uh, help you build a client base and to make sure that those clients are able to ask and learn from what you have to say. So this business of IT isn't as terrifying as it's rapidly becoming. And I've asked you this before, but anything bears, repeating on television. Um, do you think that we're racing ahead at a pace which is outdistancing the minds of most people who are users of IT?
Well, yeah, we've talked about this in the past, and things are going at a speed or a pace. Now, whether we can keep up, or even whether I could keep up with it. I mean, I remember when I was in my 20s, early 20s, technology kept changing so much back then. And now, I think the biggest shift and change is artificial intelligence, AI.
Well,
How it's really just speeded up so many things, so many processes and procedures, and um, automating things being done automatically or can be done automatically as
guess,
opposed to
guess what?
manually. Who?
Guess,
Yes.
guess who's just snuck in?
Ah, let's see who's come through the door.
Come on, put your face in front of the camera.
Morning, V.
Ah, morning. It's
It's all right,
Teddy.
Teddy. Come on, let's see your face, for God's sake. Or perhaps he was on a drinking bout yesterday and he doesn't want us to see it.
No, fine.
Come on, I can't see you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll have to come forward because the camera's.
Yeah,
There you
there
are.
you go.
Now I
There
can
you
see you.
go. Yeah.
Hey, V, all right, mate?
Yeah, good. We were just
We
we were
just,
talking about various things. One of them was the Garden Fate of last week and the popularity of that. And what's your feedback from that Garden Fate? What did people get out of it?
Very good. Good feedback from the people I spoke to. Yeah, to be honest, everyone's happy with it, and that's the main thing, really. That's the main thing.
More Garden Fates? Would people want more of these events?
I would think so. Yeah, yeah, I would think so. Yeah, there was no one said to me that we shouldn't do another one. So.
there's some sort of celebration coming up at the beginning of September, isn't there? The 80th anniversary of
Well,
Clevedown.
Yeah, well, that's what the money raised for was once we get the last £15 in from the gardeners, which will be this week, then about £108 raised.
Oh, 108. That's a magical number.
Into the coffers, and I've got the musician playing at literally, he was a friend of mine. He's a lodger, so and he's doing a cheap afternoon for me.
Great.
And when is that, Teddy?
That's Wednesday, 2nd of September.
2nd of September. Are you involved in that, V?
No, so first I've heard of it. It sounds great.
Yeah, you're invited, V, anyway.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But there'll be no market or anything. They don't want that. So, but yeah, the landlords wouldn't pay for any entertainment because they expected me to do it. So anyway, I said I want the afternoon off, really.
Yeah, yeah. Don't blame you.
You know, 'cause like I've not had, I've done all the entertainment in here all year, which I don't mind. But you know what? It's nice to have a day off. It's nice, just nice to
Yeah.
have an afternoon off.
Yeah.
So yeah, all in all, but very good. Yeah, very good. And
Brilliant.
really the next stuff, I think I'm planning on doing this man a birthday celebration in, I think it's November, isn't it, Keith?
November, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
doing him a birthday celebration in November.
Oh, that's the first I've heard of that. That's
And,
wonderful.
Yeah.
And of course, Dawn mentioned that she said it'd be nice to do another market on for December. So.
Oh, yes.
A winter market.
That's when people loosen their pockets.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. So anyway, we'll wait and I spoke to Andrew as well. He's coming on my show on Monday.
brilliant. Brilliant. But if you hear of any things about any challenges people are having with technology, make a note and or ping it over to me so we can discuss it on next week's show.
Right.
Yeah.
Good, excellent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, all in all, but nice guy actually, Andrew.
Great.
Very nice guy. Yeah.
Super. Well,
Okay, right. You can go back to the birthday cake.
yeah,
Birthday doggy.
yeah. Dog is 2 now.
Yes, well, I heard him in the background.
Oh, you heard him
excited
barking.
about the
Okay.
Party, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm two. Okay, V, thank you, and Teddy, lovely to see you as
See you later.
you wander in. That's what our television channel is all about: is drop in and have a little chat. But once again, very helpful, V, and thank you. And your suggestion about some extra guests, and I'd love to have this iPhone chap on, because I must confess is that what I could handle 5 years ago, I can't anymore. It becomes a mystery to me. I've just about got the basics going now, and that's after having a damn phone for about 6 months. So that would be very helpful as well. But don't hesitate to bring in your guests.
All right. We'll do. We'll look forward to it next week.
Yes, and if you get the station master of Bishopstone with his flag to let the train go through, that would be lovely. What was it called on the cartoon show? The Fat Controller?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if we don't see you before, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday at the brunch
Yes.
with some sandwiches.
Yeah, so you're in Wednesday, aren't you?
Yeah.
And there is no Dawn, so I cannot get an extra poster made up saying what about the sandwiches.
Oh, no, that's fine. Don't worry. People already know. I've messaged a lot of them.
Yeah, okay. Just so you know. I'm
Thank you.
thinking that she's away, so.
So good. So good.
All right.
Okay,
We'll
thank
see
you,
you
Reed.
Wednesday.
Thank you, Teddy.
Adios.
And here we go. Toodle
Toodle
pip.
pip.
Bye.
Thank you.